decoder. Now this is a sample implementation of 3:8 decoder using 2:4 decoder. In the previous example what we took an example of decoder with enable. So this is how a decoder with enable was used. I had inputs A and B, x0, x1. Output was Z0, Z1, Z2, Z3, which is nothing but a 2:4 decoder. I could give an enable signal. Enable can be active high enable or active low signal. Active low signal. Active high enable represents that that device will be active during if enable is equal to logic 1. Active low enable represents that that device will be active if enable is equal to logic 0. We have seen this. So now in this 2:4 decoder, I'm using an active high enable only. So 3:8 decoder, if you take a 3:8 decoder, 3:8 decoder, clearly it is telling the number of inputs required is 3. The number of outputs required is 8. 3:8 decoder, right? But one 2:4 decoder, one 2:4 decoder will take 2 inputs and it will give 4 outputs. So if you take two 2:4 decoders, two 2:4 decoder, the number of inputs is 2 and output is 4. Now if you can see, this 4 outputs is from the first decoder, this 4 outputs is from the second decoder, which will not be the same output. Output will be different output. So totally I can get 8 outputs, no doubt in that. Using this I will get 8 outputs. So if I group this, I have 8 outputs, which is satisfying this condition. Output is equal to 8. Now input is equal to 3. Now if you write the truth table for 3:8 decoder, let me write the truth table as x2, x1 and x0 will be the input for 3:8 decoder. What is the output if you take for just a generalized statement I'm taking? This will be y7, y6, y7, y6, y5, y4, y3, y2, y1 up to y0. It goes on like this. So 8 outputs we have got using this statement. If you can see, you will get 8 combinations over here. 3 input truth table will give you 8 different combinations for the input. In those 8 combinations, to get these outputs, I require all the 3 combinations. All the 3 is required to get these set of outputs. Say for example, if I have to get an output for 0, 0, 0, then I require x2, x1, x0. If I have to get an output for 0, 0, 1, I require x2, x1 and x0. How do I do that? Using a 3:8 decoder using 2:4. So now what we can do is, I can take x1 and x0, the LSBs, 2 LSBs as common and give to 2 different decoders. And x2 I can complement and give it to the enable signal of the first decoder. X2 directly can be given over here. Now what happens over here? If we take this x2, what happens exactly? If I'm taking this x2, if x2 is equal to 0, if x2 is equal to 0, this decoder will work. Because if I give 0, x2 is equal to 0, I have a NOT gate, so it will be equal to 1. So this is enabled. If x2 is equal to 1, what happens? The second decoder will work, the first decoder will not work. So totally what happens, based on the combinations, I'll get the output. Now how do I tell that? How do I verify that? If I have to tell the logic, if you write the truth table, the truth table combinations are 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Now just see the truth table. What happens in the truth table? This 4 combinations is what it will give you the output of y0, y1, y2, y3. These 4 combinations is what it will give you the output y4, y5, y6, y7 if you write the full truth table. So you have to write the full truth table. Okay. So now, if you can see, for this 4 I told we'll give it to x2 is equal to 0. So I've given to x2 is equal to 0. So what are the other combinations? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So x1, x0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Then this is 1, 1, 1, 1. So I have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. The same combinations will work over here. But what is the difference? Only difference is with x2. 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is how it is going. This is how it is working. Now if you complete the truth table, so let us complete the truth table and see how it is. How do we write the truth table? Here I have x2, x1, x0 and y7, y6. Truth table means it should be in table format. y6, y5, y4, y3, y2 and y1. So what happens over here? 0, 0, 0. So this is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and this will be 1. What does that mean? If I have the combination 0, 0, 0, y1 is working. Same thing what I told. Next combination will be 0, 0, 1 in the truth table. So now when I give the input of 0, 0, 1, what happens? What will be activated? So this will be 0, this will be 0, 0, 0, 0 and this is 1 and this is 0. So this is the second combination. So what does that mean? When I give an input of 0, 0, 1, 0 is still x2, 0, 1 from x1 and x0, y1 will be activated. Like that, if you write the complete truth table, so I'm not completing it. 1, 1, 1 is the last combination. So this will be equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So this is how we are going to implement 3:8 using 2:4. So let us try to implement that. Now let us do a 3:8 decoder, simple 3:8 decoder, and then try to implement 3:8 using 2:4. So first we'll write a 3:8 decoder. Now 3:8 decoder, if I write, how many inputs I have in the decoder, 3:8 decoder? I have 3 inputs. Say A, B and C. Let me take it as X only since we are following X. Input, it is a bus 2 down to 0. And let me take the output as Y. So for differentiating, I'll take the input as X1 and this I'll take it as XX I'll take, and this let us take it as YY because Y of 1 also we'll be getting. And this bus width is 7 down to 0. Now this is the new source I've created. You can write the program using any modeling style. So I have YY as the input and XX as, YY as the output and XX as the input. So XX will be the input, YY will be the output. There I did not change, so we have to make the changes over here. Now, how can we implement the decoder? We can implement using case statement or if statement. Now that is, I'm doing it using behavioral model. You can also do using gate level model. Obtain the expression for Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Draw the logic diagram and then you can write the program. You can draw the logic diagram and then write the program. So it is 7 down to 0, YY, register because I'm writing in behavioral model. So always add, what are the inputs? XX is the input. Now in XX, let me try to do it using behavioral model. Now when you're trying it using behavioral model, begin if. I'll do it using if statement because we have done 2:4 decoder using 2:4 decoder using Case statement, if. Now how is the truth table? So you have to write the truth table, keep it on hand, then only it will be easy for you. So if x is a vector, so x is equal to, what is the first combination in the truth table? 3 tick b 0 0 0. If x is equal to 3 tick b 0 0, what is y? Y. Our x have written as xx and yy. Yy will be equal to what? Yy will be equal to 3:8. So 8 tick b 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. 8 bits I have. Oh, yes, it is 8 bit. Then what is the next combination? Next combination is else if xx is equal to, what is the next one? Equal to. When do we use equal to? Whenever we are evaluating to check if it is true, equality operators, then we are going to use equal to. Double equal to. Single equal to is used in assignment. So I'm checking for equality. That's why double equal to. The next combination in truth table will be 3 tick b 0 0 1. This is from the truth table input. Then what is the output according to the truth table? Yy is equal to 8 tick b 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0. Again, what is the next one? Else if keep it over here. So next one is else if. So let me next combination in the truth table will be 0 1 0. When it is 0 1 0, this will be 1 and the next one will be 0. The next combination will be else if 0 1 0. The next one in the truth table will be 0 1 1 and this will be equal to 1 and this will be equal to 0. And what is the next one? Else if 0 1 1 I have taken. So the truth table, next input in the truth table will be 1 0 0. 1 0 0 means the fourth one is 1 and this is 0. Next one will be 0 1 0 0 is done. So the next one will be 1 0 1. So the next one will be 1 0 1 in the truth table and this will be equal to 1. So you have to write the complete truth table, keep it beside you, then it is easy for us to write. 1 0 1 1 1 1 4 4 8 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 else if last one will be okay. Else if I'll take for the last one, the last bit will be high and this will be equal to 0 and this is for the combination 1 1 1. You can write this as even else also, no problem. Else, I'll give another condition. For any other statement apart from this, the output will be equal to 0. I will give else. Why I'm giving the statement is, you, as I told, we'll have x and z also when we use Verilog. So else I can give y will be equal to 8 tick b 0 0 0 0 and then I can give one end over here because I have used an always end module. So if it is 0 0 0, output will be 0 0 1 0 0 1. The second bit will be high. 0 1 0, the third bit will be high. 0 1 1, fourth bit is high. 1 0 0 0, the fifth bit should be high. So the fifth bit should be high. This is the 8th bit, 7th bit, 6th bit, 5th bit should be high. This is the 5th bit that is high. 1 0 1, the 6th bit is high. 1 1 0, the 7th bit is high, and 1 1 1, the 8th bit is high. So this is our decoder. And this, we have done this. There's some error near output and register. Maybe I did not put a semicolon over here. So there's errors. I've saved it When you save also, you'll get the errors. So probably now there is no errors. Let me check the syntax. So no errors, check syntax, no errors. And check whether it is correct. Let me get the block diagram for 3:8 decoder. See, I got a 3:8 decoder. Now if I click on this, so decoder is having 3 inputs, it is having 8 outputs. So 3:8 decoder is replicated over here. Logic diagram, the program is written in behavioral model. If you write behavioral model, sometimes this logic will not be generated. Here in Verilog, in the base model of Verilog tool, whatever you're using. Advanced tools may generate, I'm not aware of that. So the next thing is we will write the test bench. So that is simulation part. This was the implementation part of the architecture. Now simulation, new source, new test fixture. So you can write decoder 381 underscore test. The name of the module can be anything as your choice. So you've got this. Input is there. It is already instantiated, but you should know how this is instantiated. Since this is the tool, this will give you the instantiated thing. Without instantiation, you will not get an output. So I will remove this. So this, for easy understanding, I'll write the timings. Hash 0, x is equal to, what is the size of x? It is not 1 bit. So it is 3 tick b 0 0 0 according to the truth table. For this input, what is the output? Our decoder design will generate. That is what we have to verify. Then say hash 2, x is equal to xx is equal to, according to the truth table, the next combination of the input is 3 tick b 001. So you should keep on doing like this for all the combinations, since it's a simple combinational circuit. But we will use test fixtures to reduce the test cases also. There are designs to reduce the test cases also. So the next combination in the truth table will be 010. Timing also you can alter. The next combination in the truth table is 011. The next combination is in the truth table is 100. The next combination in the truth table is 101. Next combination in the truth table 111. Last one will be 111. And if there is any other thing apart from this, say let me take 3 tick b x z x, something like this, just having a combination of x and z, and also one binary tree, all three I've taken. So what will be the what will happen? And one more initial, I'll stop it. Initial 40. This is a system task. $stop. What I'm using is a system task. Begin. give it to this. It is end over here. So this is the test bench what we have seen. Let me check the test whether it is correct test case. Synthesis I am doing, then we will simulate it, see whether our output is correct. So no errors I am getting. And this is the output what I've got, decoder values. Now what is the first combination? 0 0 0. For the first combination, truth table, according to the truth table, the output should be, the last one should be 1, which represents YY of 0 is 1. The second one, 0 0 1, YY of 1 is 1. The third one, YY of 2 is 1. So you can see it is very reflected over here. The fourth one, 0 1 1. So YY of 0 1 2 3. 3 is 1. Next one is 1. Then I have Wi-Fi is 1. YY of 5 is 1. YY of 6 is 1. YY of 7 is 1. Then for any other combination apart from these combinations, I want the output as 0, which I've got it as 0. Clearly you can see I got it as 0. Now I can write, generally what happens when you're doing a digital logic design, if you're using it for exam purposes, you'll draw the timing diagram like this. The timing diagram will not be this, what I can say, multiplexed diagram. You'll write individual diagrams, like individual lines like this, individual waveforms. So this is one waveform, this is the one waveform. I have an expand button using Verilog where I can expand. So one thing what we see over here, whenever it is high impedance is something where we have left the signal floating. So whenever you have floating over here, this represents X of 1 is left floating. X of 2, see you can see over here, X of 2 is, the value is don't care. And X of 0 is, now this is a 3:8 decoder, what is reflected over here. We have 3 inputs. This I've left it vacant because the variables names can be anything. And in our explanation, we have taken XX and this one is taken as YY. But according to the truth table, they've taken the inputs as X, Y, and Z. And the outputs to be D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. So this is the complete truth table for the decoder. When it is 0, 0, 0, D0 will be 1. The same, you can write it in reverse order also, no worries. When it is 0, 0, 1, D1 will be high. When it is 0, 1, 0, D2 is high. Same thing what we have discussed in the programming. Now this is the logic diagram, binary expressions, Boolean expressions. D0, 3 inputs X, Y, and Z will be equal to X bar, Y bar, Z bar. According to the truth table, you can see. So D0 is 1 only when X, Y, Z is 0, 0. So D0 will be equal to X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Similarly, you can write the expressions for D1. You can also write the expressions for D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. All these things can be written. And we will get the Boolean expression what we have got over here. And the logic diagram is drawn for this particular Boolean expression. Now 3:8 using 2:4 we will see. Now we'll do the coding for 3:8 using 2:4. Module 3:8, YY is the output, XX is the input. Enable also you can retain it, because when you're doing higher level decoder designs, say 4:16, in that case you may use this enable. Output 7 down to 0, so I have 7 outputs. Output is YY, input is 3 inputs XX, input enable, and all so I will remove wire QQ. Why do I require wire QQ? See, I have three inputs in a 3:8 decoder. I will be having 3 inputs. Say the input is According to us, it is xx of 2, xx of 2, xx of 1 and xx of 0 is my input, xx of 0. Now what happens, if you see the diagram, this xx input what you are having, you should have it in both original form and the complement form. So I'll reshare it, you can see that. So 3:8 using 4:16, this is see, this is x2. So this is xx of 0, xx of 1, xx of 2. How many gates I have in this diagram? I'll be having 3 gates. One is a NOT gate. The second gate is 2:4 decoder. And the third gate is again a 2:4 decoder. We already have a NOT gate primitive inbuilt into Verilog. We have to write the program for 2:4 decoder once, but the same 2:4 decoder is used in both the cases. Only thing is, what is the inputs to this decoder will vary, what is the outputs will vary. The same decoder is here also. What are the inputs is varying, what we get as the output is varying. So what are the inputs over here? X1 and X0 is only the input, but X2 bar is given to enable. What is the input over here? X1 and X2 with X0 and X1 with X2 as the input. So keeping this in mind, we will do the coding. We have three gates, NOT gate, two 2:4 decoders. So we'll just use that and we'll do the coding. So now, what do I have? Enable. I have X2 bar as 1, XX2 bar as 1 wire. So NOT gate, what is the output of the NOT gate? My output of the NOT gate is XX2 bar. Let me take it as the XX2 bar. And what is the input? XX of 2 is the input. This is in vector notation. You should be very careful. Here we are dealing with vector notation. So signals will be represented using square brackets. Two decoders I have. Let me take this as G1 only. Two decoders I have, G2 and G3. Both is the same thing. What is the program module name of the decoder? Decoder 24. So module name of decoder is decoder 24. Module name of decoder is decoder 24. G2. Now, how do we instantiate? Let us do the instantiation. Two different ways I've thought. You can use any way, no problem. So in the first decoder, I have Y. See if you can see over here, Y. What is the size of Y? 3 down to 0, Y. So now what is our output over here? Our output will be 3 down to 0, YY for the first decoder. Because the first decoder will give you the output YY of 0, YY of 1, YY of 2 and YY of 3. And what is the input for this? The input is 1 down to 0, XX. What is the other input to the first decoder? XX to B. Instead of enable, we are using XX to B. So this is the first decoder. Then the second decoder, what do I have? Again, what are the outputs of the second decoder? It is 4 to 7 YY. Second decoder will give you the output YY of 4, YY of 5, YY of 6 and YY of 7. And what is our input to the second decoder? Input to the second decoder is again 1 down to 0, XX. But what is the input to the enable? Input to the enable is X of 2 and end module. That's all. Now what you have to do? The primitive for NOT gate already exists. You have to write the program for decoder 24. So already there is a program for decoder 24 which we had written in the previous sessions. So I have. Now let us see whether it will work. Let me save and check if there are any syntax errors. So there are a lot of syntax errors. In line number 28 it is showing. So line number 26, there is a syntax error near. Okay, this should be when you're declaring inputs, you're going to declare it as like this. But when you're declaring it as signals, it should be 4 down to 7. And here it is 1 down to 0. And it is x of 2. Here only you can see I've declared it as x of 2. That means the square bracket should be afterwards, which means xx of 1 and xx of 0. So let us check the syntax. This should generate a 3:8 decoder using two 2:4 decoders. So again there is some error. Line number 29, indices and part select of YOS. Line number 29. First, I have an error telling that the indices in bit part select of vector YY is reversed, which means this should be MSB to LSB and not LSB to MSB. Now let us check the syntax. So check syntax is correct. Now what you have to do, you have to run the test bench for the 3:8 decoder. You have to run it. Before that, let us see the schematic. RTL view. So decoder 2 is to we have to see the RTL view for 3:8 decoder. So select 3:8 and view RTL schematic. This is the RTL view of the 3:8 decoder. You can see there are 3 inputs, XX 2 down to 0 and 8 outputs and 1 enable signal which we have used. And if you can see the other schematic, see there is 1 2:4 decoder over here, 2:4 decoder. Again this XX of 2 down to 0. XX of 2 is inverted and given to the first one. Without inverting, it is given to the second enable. Then XX is directly given as XX of 1 down to 0 is given over here. XX of 1 down to 0 is given over here. So you can see clearly 3:8 decoder as it was replicated in our explanation. Now you have to see the test bench. Module name of 3:8 decoder I've given as 3_8. So let us see the test bench. And I also have one enable. So if you can see in the program, you have to instantiate YY, XX, enable. So all 3 is there, YY, XX and enable. Dot enable is equal to enable. I should also declare enable as register because this is one extra signal I have. Now what is the purpose of using enable? Assume that this design is an active high enabled design. The circuit will work when enable is equal to 1 and the circuit will not work when enable is equal to 0. So here I can concatenate and make it as 4-bit. So 4-bit The circuit is working when enable is equal to 1. This format also we can follow for writing the explanation which we have discussed in number system. The various way to represent numbers in Verilog. So 4 tick, it is not 334 tick. 4 tick B 1 0 0 0 1. From here to here, it means the enable will be 1 completely till here. Anyhow, let us instantiate, let us simulate this and see what is the result we are getting. Check syntax. I'll just check the syntax once. You have not missed anything. The module name is decoder 3_8. The test bench instantiation is also 3_8. I guess we have not missed out anything. Let us simulate. So this is a simulation we have got. Enable, I made enable is equal to 1 only for 2. You see, if you can see the timing, if you can see the test fixtures over here, I gave enable is equal to 1 over here. I gave enable is equal to 1. I did not give the enable value till the end, but by default, it will take the same enable value till the end. So we can see till 40 nanoseconds, till the 40th time nanoseconds, because my stop is at 40 nanoseconds, it is taken enable is equal to 1 only. And so you can see what is the first one, 0 0 0. Here you can see 0 0 0 0 0 1. So it is 0 0 0 1 0. 0 1 0 1 has come over here. 0 1 1 1 has come over here. 1 0 0 1 has come. 1 0 1 it is there. Everything is there. And here for any other combination we have made it as 0. The same thing is replicated over here in the figure. Constructing larger decoders. Here I have shown the sample of 4:16 decoder using 2:4 decoders. X0 and X1 will the same input will be given to the 2:4 decoders. That will be the LSB input. MSB input X2 and X3 is given to the decoder which is used for selecting the decoders. Selecting these 4 decoders which are over here. Now when it is 0 0, the first decoder will be selected. When X2 X3 is 0 1, the second decoder will be selected. When X2 X3 is 1 0, the third decoder will be selected. When this is equal to 1 1, the fourth decoder will be selected, provided this should be an active high decoder. Now if you have to design a 4:16 decoder using 3:8 decoder, 4:16 using 2:4, I've shown the sample over there. If you have to design using 4:16 using 3:8, I'll just show you a sample. We can see how that can be done. So this is one 3:8 decoder. This will be one 3:8 decoder. This will be another 3:8 decoder. By default, 3:8 decoder has how many inputs? 3 inputs. Let me take this as the first input. And this will be the second input. And this will be the third input. Okay. The same inputs over here. First input, second input, and third input. How many? This is a 3:8 decoder. So let me label this as 3:8. So here I will write it as 3:8 decoder. Okay. Again, this is also a 3:8 decoder. So I will write it as 3:8 decoder. Now, this will give you 8 outputs. This will give you 8 outputs. So you can write the 8 outputs over here. So one output. I will just leave it like this, understanding there are 8 outputs. This will give you remaining 8 outputs. Now the first decoder will give you what output? The first decoder will give you the output from Y0. So this will give you the output from Y0. And this will give the output up to Y7. Y7. The second decoder will give, okay, instead of Y, let us take it as A0 and A7. Or triple Y I will take. Triple Y0. And this will give you the output of triple Y7. And what about this? This will give you the output from YY of 8. From the 8 to 15. So this is the last output will be YY of 15. So 8 outputs over here, 8 outputs over here, 16. Now for 4 is to 16, what are the inputs you will be having? It will be XX3, XX2, XX1 and XX0. These are the 4 outputs you are having. So since it is for a single decoder, I've used 2 is to 4, I've used X. For 3 is to 8, I've used XX. 4 is to 16, I will use the input as XXX of 0. So here, now this, let us label it. See, if this I take, what will be this input? The last 3 will be as it is. So LSB only, you should start labeling this from the LSB only. So this will be XX of 0. This will be XX of 1. This will be XX of 2. No doubt in that. And the same thing is followed over here. This will also be XX of 0. This will be XX of 1. And this will be XX of 2. So I've used a variable. You can use any variable name, need not follow the same variables. This is done. Now what is our work? Our work is with enable. So I have an enable signal over here. This is related to enable. Again, one more enable over here. Both the decoders will be having an enable signal, right? So enable over here. Now how will I give the enable signal? To this I will give the not of the enabled signal, and to this I'll give the direct signal. So which is the signal over here? I'll be having, this is XX of 3, which is going with a NOT gate. So I should give a NOT gate. Because the complement only goes to this decoder and it is connected over here to the previous decoder. What happens to the next one? Directly this will be connected to the next one without the complement. So here, what is the signal that goes over here? Directly XX of 3 will go to this decoder without the complement signal. So without complement, this goes and gets connected directly over here. Now this represents a 3. Now XX of 3 signal directly goes to the enable. XX of 3 is complemented and given over here. XX of 3 directly goes to the enable. This complete circuit represents a 4 is to 16 using 3 is to 8. Now this 3 is to 8 you can implement using either direct 3 is to 8 using if statement or case statement, which we have already seen, or 3 is to 8 using 2 is to 4. Anything can be done. Now we'll see how to code 4 is to 16 decoder using 3 is to 8 decoders. Now 4 is to 16 decoder we are going to see. Decoder 4 is to 16. The decoder 4 is to 16 I've written. Finish. So now I've got a decoder. Now I have to add the source, new source. So Verilog module it is. Decoder 4 is to 16. Now what are the inputs in the decoder 4 is to 16? I took triplex and the bus size was 3 down to 0. The next, what is the output I gave? Y. It was an output. So you can select the output over here and give 15 down to, select this and give 15 down to 0. So tentative file is created. Now let me tell you what are the main modules and the sub modules first. Now what is the main module? Our main program is 4:16 decoder, right? How are we implementing? 4:16 is written using 3:8. So the sub module will be 4:16 using 3:8 decoder. So main module will be 4:16 where you're going to call 3:8. That means you should have a 4:16 main module and 3:8 sub module. Now again, how will you write 3:8? 3:8 program, you can either write it using gate level, you can write it using if statement, case statement, that is behavioral model, or you can write it using data flow, or you can write it using gate level using 2:4 decoder. Now what I have done over here, what we are going to do is main module, we are keeping it as 4:16. Now 4:16 we are going to implement using two 2:4 decoders. So I mean two 3:8 decoders. Main module is implemented using two 3:8 decoders. So 3:8 decoder will be the sub module for us. Again, 3:8 decoder we are implementing it using two 2:4 decoder. So what happens? We will have 3:8 decoder as the sub module. We should also have 2:4 decoder as the sub module. So now let us see how that is done. So now decoder, this one, YYY, XXX, only this much. If you want, you can even use an enable, but I'll just omit the enable as of now. Input 3 down to 0, XXX, which means 4-bit input, and it is output 15 down to 0, YY. I'm following gate level model, so there's no need to declare the output as registers. Now what are the sub modules? 3:8 is one sub module, 2:4 is one sub module. So let me write over here. So I've written the sub module for 3:8. In 3:8, I'm calling 2:4. So I also have the sub module for 2:4. 2:4 I've written using case statement. Together you can combine these two and write only one program for 3:8. That is also right until and unless it is mentioned. Now what we have to do in the main module, we have to instantiate. So what we have to instantiate, we have to call decoder. Before that, we'll call a NOT gate. NOT, what is the input to the NOT gate? The input to the NOT gate is XXX of 3. And what is the output to the NOT gate? The output to the NOT gate is, first we should write the output, then we have to write the input. XX3B I will write. XX3, the third signal is converted into bar. So this is the input to the NOT gate. And the output of the NOT gate, XX3 is the input. Now this signal we don't have, so we should declare it as over here, wire XXX3B. Now I've got a NOT gate for the third signal. Now let us instantiate the first decoder. So decoder 3_8. So let me call this as NOT G4. You can give your own gate number G4, and this let me call it as G5. Now what you have in decoder, first I have the output, next I have the input, next I have the enable. What is the output for the first decoder? The output to the first decoder will be YY of 4 down to 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3:8, right? So it will be 7 down to 0. 7 or 8 outputs from the first decoder. Input will be 3:8 input. So what are the 3 inputs? 2 down to 0, 0, 1 and 2 will be the input. Then enable. To the enable, what we are getting? XXX3B. This is the signal we are going to give to the enable. Similarly to the second decoder, same decoder we are calling once again 3_8. So this is G6. So what is the output of the second decoder? YY of 8 down to 15 is the output of the second decoder. And what is the input to the second decoder? Same. Same output, x triple x 2 down to 0. And what is the input? Xx of 3 is the input. It is not the bar direct signal. Now, if I write it like this, what happens? It is giving the vector index should be from in the reverse order. So this should be 15 down to 8 and end module. So let me clear all the drawings. So this is 4:16 decoder implemented using two 3:8 decoders. 3:8 decoder I've implemented using two 2:4 decoder. 2:4 decoder I've implemented using case statement. So save it. Once you save it over here, on the left hand side you can see here. Here you can see decoder 4:16 will have two submodules, two decoders, G5 and G6, 3:8. Decoder 4:16 is implemented using decoder 3:8. Now, if you click on decoder 3:8, I can see that decoder 3:8 is implemented using 2:2 decoder 2:4 decoder, 2:4 decoder. Again, I can see I have a 2:4 decoder, 2:4 decoder. But I have a question mark. That means we have to check the syntax, and only the question mark will get omitted. It is not yet mapped. It should be mapped properly. So now let us check the syntax. Check syntax failed. That's why we had the question mark over there. It should not be represented at question mark. It should be giving us V, Verilog file. So what is the error? There is no end. In decoder 4:16, line 68, there is no line 68. That means that it is showing that there is no end. So we should have one end, and we should also have one end module. Each program will have a module and end module. This will act as a submodule to this module. Module, end module. This will act as the main submodule to this program. So I guess that is the error. Let us the error is rectified. See, now you can see on the left hand side it is changed to V. Now let us just check the syntax once again. So it is correct. There is no errors. Now view the RTL schematic. You'll get a detailed schematic where you'll be having 3:8, 4:16 and 2:4 decoders in the schematic. So it will always give you a detailed schematic. Now you can see the detailed schematic. 4:16, 4 inputs, 16 outputs. Now if you click on this schematic, it is implemented using 2 3:8. So you can see 2 3:8. Again, if you click on 1 3:8, single 3:8 is implemented using 2 2:4. Again, this if you click, you will get another hierarchy. So 4 2:8, 2:4 decoders is required to implement a 4:16 decoder. Now you can simulate this and verify the results for yourself. We will not go for the simulation. What we are going to do is logic design using decoders. Implementation of min terms and max terms using decoders. Now, as we have seen a decoder, we have seen an end-to-end decoder. There are different decoders. I have seen a end-to-end decoder for us. Now, decoder is also a min term generator. By using or combining the min terms or the outputs of the decoder, I'll be able to represent functional outputs. Say, for example, this is a min term decoder, 3:8 decoder, 3 inputs. What are the outputs I'll get? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, suppose I want to realize a function, summation m is equal m of 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is a min term function. What does a min term function mean? It is a sum of product expression. That means I have to it is M0. This also represents that it is M0 plus M1 plus M3 plus your M5 and plus your M6. That is what it is representing. Plus M3 plus M4 plus M5 plus M6. That is what is there in the decoder, right? So now how will you implement that? Just combine the function. This is nothing but an OR gate. So M0, now if you can see, M0, M1, M2, M0, M1, M3, M4, M5, M6, you can combine and give it to an OR gate. This is a different explanation what is given over here. You can directly give it to an OR gate, you will get the output. Now here what we have done is M0, M1, M3, M4, M5, M6, it is also equal to summation M of 2, 7. This is also equal to not, whatever is left out, not of 2, 7. So now take 2, 7, give an OR gate. If you put a not over here, NOR gate will give you this expression, summation M of 2, 7. So this is using NOR gate. If you are using OR gate, combine 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 directly and give a OR gate. Similarly over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Combine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and give it to an OR gate. You will implement the function F2. But if you have to implement using NOR gate, the question here it is min terms using NOR gates. If you have to implement it using NOR gate, take the remaining min terms which is not there in the function and that you give it to the NOR gate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I can directly give it to the NOR gate. OR gate. If I'm giving a NOR gate, what I should do? Leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. What is left out? 0, 5, 7. I should give it to a NOR gate. This is min terms using NOR gate. Take the Boolean function as it is. Extract the unutilized Boolean functions and then give it to a NOR gate. So if you are implementing using NAND gate, this is implementation of a decoder using NAND gate. Now here you can see what type of output is this. If you can see over here, I've put the bubbles. What type of output it is indicating? It is indicating an active low output. Active low output means I'm generating the max terms over here. I'm not generating the min terms. Now I'm generating the max term. This will be M0, this will be M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 and M7. So for a active low decoder, it will generate the max terms. Active high decoder will be generating the min terms, and you can use it wisely as required by your question. See, min terms using AND gate. Now what is the question over here? The question is summation M of 0 to 6, 7. If I write 0 to 6, 7, so if I write 0 to 6, 7, it is M0, M2, M6, M7. Now if you are using OR gate, you can directly, this can be directly combined using OR gate. Now my question is min terms using AND gate. AND gate means what you have to do? 0, leaving 0 to 6, 7, whatever is left out, if you AND it, you'll get the first function. And what is the second function? Leaving 3, 5, 6, 7, leaving 3, 5, 6, 7, whatever you AND it will give you the second function. This is using AND gates. So You can also implement Boolean expressions using decoders. We have seen some examples. The first example, so min terms using NOR gate. If you're implementing the question as it is, you're going to use OR gate. In an active high implementation, if you're implementing the question as it is, you're using an OR gate. If it is being asked to implement on NOR gate, then leave the extract the min terms which is not there in the question and then connect it into a NOR gate. Similarly, if you go to the next one, if you're using AND gates in active low, if you get a question as it is, extract what is not there, then you can give it to an AND gate. If you write this as it is, if I have to write 0267 as it is, instead of giving an AND gate, I can give a NAND gate. So if I put a bubble over here, if I use a NAND gate, then I can write the function for 0267 directly. But if you have to implement using AND gate, in that case you have to extract what is not there and you have to write using your AND gate. So this is how we are going to implement min terms and max terms using decoders.